Stanley, Chapter 1, pages 11 and 12. Turning to Burr, I asked her what she found so amusing. She informed me she hadn't made a sound. It was Stanley. He giggled all the way home. In hindsight, the first few weeks of Stanley's life seem hazy in my mind. This is due to the fact that at the time, I lived in a state of absolute exhaustion. All new babies make demands on their parents. These demands, such as feeding and changing requirements, can easily tire parents. However, the different and unusual things he got up to made Stanley all the more exhausting. Before he was born, Burr and I spent many hours reading all the baby books we could find. We wanted to be ready. We wanted to be prepared. None of the books prepared us for Stanley. I never read in any of them, for example, that a baby could punch his mother in the eye. Neither did I learn anywhere that a baby at 2 weeks old can hold milk in its mouth for over 20 minutes before spitting it between his father's eyes as he attempts to put him to bed. He also continued to wink and stick out his tongue to both the delight and horror of his respective victims. Of course, Stanley did all the other things which normal babies do. He drank a lot, he slept a lot, he weed and pooed so often he must have used about 3 million disposable nappies. He also caught me every changing time with the same trick. When I removed his nappy, he would point downwards. On to page 12. As if there was something wrong. Then, as I would stoop to get a closer look at the source of the trouble, he would let fly a fountain right between the eyes. I'm sure he was the only baby whose parents changed him wearing protective goggles. Despite these and other crazy things he continued to do, we soon learned how to cope with our zany infant son. Even though exhausted, we survived those initial weeks. The foot sucking, milk spitting, laughing, and winking all became part of life with Stanley, and we accepted it all as normal. In those weeks, we formed a very special bond with our new, if somewhat strange, arrival. I might even suggest that the next few weeks went smoothly. However, one episode would make such a suggestion untrue. I must not, could not, and will not ever forget the christening.